Hi, I'm Steve. I play drums with Market Research.
My name is Mac. I am the lead guitarist.
And I'm Jake. I'm the lead singer, most of the time songwriter and rhythm guitar player. We came together about, must have been 3.5, 4 years ago at this point.
5 years ago.
5 years. Yeah. We came together like 5 years ago. It actually was kind of a happy accident. I was working at Hatchets and Hops over on Main Street, and our bassist was a member of the league there. He used to bring Mac with him, and I just became good friends with them. They figured out that I was a musician, and they asked me to come jam with them. On the first day, I remember I came over, and the bassist, who was the guy that I knew the best, was not there. It was just these two guys. And we tried to play 50s rock covers. It was an absolute disaster. just the worst. Couldn't work. Yeah, my ukulele broke as well. I didn't even have an electric guitar at that point. And somehow, despite that, we kept practicing and started doing originals because we learned that the covers really were not going to be our thing, and here we are. On April 8th, we put out the debut. Long time coming on that, and just kind of picking and choosing because we wrote for 5 years, and we just kind of, some songs didn't make it, and we just kind of figured we picked what was best.
Some of them will probably enter, like, you know, we might release as singles or make it to the next album. I guess my hope is that at the very least, maybe someday we just do like a little album of rejects, even if just for ourselves. You know, they were good songs, just, you know, not quite right for the album.
Yeah, no, I think some of that stuff, it'll find its way back in. I also tend to, if we lose a song, or if we leave a song behind, I tend to take my favorite pieces of it and then rework it into something new and then bring it back. So you'll probably see a little bit of that. The people who've been going to our shows for 5 years will be like, wasn't this a different song before? At least once or twice with the new stuff, I think. We were at the Nantastic on Niagara Falls Boulevard, and we were just kind of shooting names out, and I've always thought it was funny to be, like, ironically corporate. I'm very much not that person, so I just always thought it was funny to sort of be, you can find us on Instagram, we're at We Want Your Data, where our sort of thing is that we're a big evil music company, and we're here to take your data.
So we are Market Research, and we have been confused for an actual market research firm more than once. What was that guy on Facebook who sent us like a whole like document worth of stuff that he wanted us to review? Yeah, I think it's happened twice. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we do get those. We get a lot of those on Facebook. We get inquiries from people who like are looking to add to our corporate databases, and all kinds of great stuff like that. So I mean, you know, maybe we'll just turn this into a real business is what we'll do.
If the music doesn't work out.
Yeah. Smash Mouth now, they just like sit in an office and like license their music. Maybe we could just do that.
That would be excellent. Is there a way we can get a hold of their music? Because I feel like that's the quick way. Is if we could get the rights to their stuff, then we'll be in the money. Hey, Smash Mouth, we can sell this. Shrek is not selling this anymore. We've got you covered. This is probably a good time to get all of our plugs out. We want to acquire the Smash Mouth music, and actually the primary ethos of this band is that we're hoping someday to get a concert in Fortnite. So if anybody out there has the email of the guy who books for Fortnite or somebody who knows Marshmallow or whatever, just hit us up at We Want Your Data on Instagram. We are, it's really the only reason we started this band.
My dream artist that I would love to play with, I would love to play with Pup and the band Delta Sleep. Those are two of my favorite bands currently playing right now.
I also would love to play with Pup, but I'll come up with some new ones. I love the band Car Seat Headrest, probably one of my favorite bands right now. Will Toledo is kind of an inspiration for me writing-wise. The Front Bottoms, maybe, that's a great band. like Dream, like the Foo Fighters. Dave Grohl is another like hero of mine. Too many to name. I love all the locals too, but maybe we'll come back around to that.
Really, our album release lineup was pretty perfect. Johnny and the Man Kids, the Dead Orchids, and I can't remember what was
Sasha McCoy and the Spoons.
Yeah, yep, all really good.
Yeah, I would say Dead Orchids. That's probably my favorite band that we play with. Those guys are just amazing. They blow me away every single time. Shambles, I like playing with Shambles too. That was fun. And the one that we played with once that we've been trying to hook up with again was, remember Gunther's Radio? They were awesome. So I'd hope to play with those guys again. But yeah, Johnny and the Man Kids are great too. We have the family aspect with them, and yeah, they're great too. There's very few bands that we played with that were, we wouldn't want to play with again. The Buffalo music scene is really, really great.
Yeah, no, we should probably fully disclose that Johnny and the Man Kids, we do all love that band. Those are my brothers. Johnny's my little brother, and then Tyler, their bassist, is my older brother. But nepotism aside, they really are one of my favorite bands. They make it to my top 5 on Spotify most years. And yeah, Dead Orchids, phenomenal band. Psyche Chain, who I mentioned earlier, that we're going to be playing with them soon. Super awesome band. Under the Den, a really great band from out in Albany that comes out. We're going to be playing with them in June. Who else is there? Yeah, you said Gunther's Radio. Sasha McCoy and the Spoons, who we mentioned as well. We had never played with them before, and they were already booked the night that we did our album release show at Nietzsche's, and they just blew us away. Just amazing. Sasha's, you can tell just from the way their music is written that Sasha is just like an absolute artist and just a phenomenal writer. So it was really cool to play with them, and we felt really lucky to have them. I'm sure we're forgetting people, but the Buffalo music community is it's so deep. There's so many phenomenal bands out there, and I encourage you to go see all of them.
We had an opener once for us that did like a live table reading of a D&D campaign, fully scored with keyboard music. We were pretty desperate to find somebody to open for us, and so we just kind of had somebody fill in at the last minute, and that's what they brought, and it was by far the best show I've ever seen. I wanted to give them all of our time.
Yeah, actually, we have a whole bunch of shows lining up. Let's see if I can remember them all. On May 17th, we're going to be at Amy's Place, playing with a Nashville band whose name escapes me now. I feel like I need to look them up on my cell phone, because it's really cool that we're playing with a touring band from Nashville. They're coming up to Amy's Place, and we're playing with Dead Orchids again, who played our release show. You interviewed them, I think. I saw their interview, and yeah, no, they're super awesome. We love those guys, so always good to play with them. And then in June, we've got a show at Stamps. We've got a show at Good Bar. Playing with all kinds of really cool bands. We're going to be playing with Psyche Chain again. We love those guys. And then I think we got a show at the Lavender Room that we just recently booked, and I'm so excited for that. We've played a lot of venues, which is really cool. I'm excited to play a house show. Feels very punk rock. I'm super into that. Keep an eye on our social media at We Want Your Data. For the details on stuff, but for sure the next one is May 17th at Amy's Place, and that's going to be a really cool show. A lot of punk energy, a lot of rock energy. We play a lot of Nietzsche's and Good Bar. Those are the kind of the haunts for us. We also play at Stamps a lot. I love that bar. I think Nietzsche's is probably my favorite place we've ever played. Just love the vibe in there. Love the sort of like dive bar rock and roll vibe that you get in there.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Yeah, I would say Nietzsche's is my favorite place to play. Back in old bands, I used to play at Mohawk Place, which, I always loved that place. So we gotta get in there as well. So yeah, so if you guys know, yeah. please call us.
That's really tough. I feel like it's different because the songs that the song I like to play the most is maybe not my favorite song on, say, the record, for instance. Like on the record, my favorite track is Son of Man, which is maybe track 7 on the record. And I'm really proud of it. Selfishly, I'm proud of it in a writing sense, and I love just the vibe and sort of the beauty of that song and the way it flows. But in terms of playing, I think it's probably our track 1 and usually our set opener, Rust Belt, just because I think it encapsulates who we are as a band, both musically and emotionally and lyrically, and it just gets the energy set off right whenever we start.
So, my favorite one to play off of our album is Fixator, just because I get to do kind of some more fun and creative stuff. But we've got another one, Dropout, that it's not very complicated. I'm not doing anything very like crazy, but I always feel a little bit like I'm gonna break my guitar. And that tension is very fun.
Yeah, I would say my favorite song to play is actually Fixator. It's the one drum song where it's like very technical in the beginning, and then towards the end I get just to really play my drums hard. That's one of those songs I fear of breaking a cymbal, like you would, breaking your guitar and Dropout. I always feel like I'm gonna like break something, but thankfully I haven't. The other one that I really love playing, it's a real quick, easy, 2.5-minute song, is Down the Barrel. That's another one. It's just a really loud track you could really beat up your drums, dig into. Yeah, I don't want to say beat up because then I sound like I treat my stuff poorly. But yeah, but I would say those are my 2 favorite tracks.
Like I said, if I could do plugs, we're on Instagram and Facebook at When We Want Your Data. We're on all of the music platforms. We're hoping to be at Music is Art this year. We put in our submission. We'll see when we hear back from them about that. And patronize your local music scene. There's a lot of really great stuff out there hiding and waiting for you to find it.